All right, Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone for teaching and ruling well in the scriptures. Citations to Akim across the world, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity and with charity. And basically, this is going to be a response to the Elder Malcolm's video that he actually did about the false sense of a rapture that these Christians have. All right. As well as it being linked to these chariot sightings, man. They think that they're going to receive some type of rapture, some type of joy, all right, in the time of the return of the Lord, man. Okay? They think they're going to get beamed up, you know, but this is only for the nation of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And these chariot sightings that they're seeing, all right, it solidifies to you the fact that what we've been teaching on the highways and byways is the truth. All right. So I got the definition of rapture. It says a feeling of intense pleasure or joy. According to some millenarian teaching, the transporting of believers to the heaven at the second coming of the anointed. All right. So that's what the definition of rapture is. And that's a part of what's going to take place, man. All right, the 144,000 written of in Revelation, the 7th chapter, and an innumerable multitude of the nation of Israel are going to be called up into these vehicles that they're seeing all over the planet, all over the USA, the so-called UFOs, the UAPs. Right? CNN just released videos of these objects, of these UFOs or UAPs. But we know that they're the chariots of the Most High. They're the chariots of Israel. And those are the vehicles that are going to take in the children of Israel in these last days. And that's what we've been teaching, and now everybody's seeing it. This is Isaiah 14:1. It says, bear with me 1 second. This is Isaiah 14:1. It says, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you descend from a man named Jacob." And here it's talking about all his descendants, his seed, and you are that seed. "For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob." But I wanted to highlight a point in here. It says, "and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land." How's he going to do that? By way of these chariots that you're seeing. He's going to take up the children of Israel into these chariots, these vehicles, these spiritual horses, these so-called UAPs and UFOs, what the world is seeing. They're a part of the rapture, so to speak, of the children of Israel. To do what? To put them in their own land. Okay, this is Isaiah 11. This is Isaiah 11:11. "And it shall come to pass in that day," which we're living in those days as written in the scriptures, and that day, which is to come, soon to come, which is why they're seeing more and more so-called UFOs, which are the chariots of Israel, manifest themselves to the point where they're putting it on mainstream media and news outlets. All right, so from now you understand that there's about to come a day, and let's read here, Isaiah 11:11. "And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea." So that's why you're seeing these chariots all right, which are part of the rapture, so to speak, all right, all around the world. You see? Because there's going to come a day when the Lord is going to come into this realm with those chariots and do a lot of destruction and devastation, as well as bringing salvation, but only for the children of Israel, man. Okay? That's why they're seeing this, and this is a part of the so-called rapture, but it's not for all nations. Everybody's not going to be saved, man. Only the children of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, even 2/3 of them aren't going to be raptured, so to speak, out of this place or taken up into the chariots of the Lord. All right, that are showing themselves and manifesting themselves All right. More and more each month, man. More and more each year. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 31. And I'm going to make this real quick because it's real simple. The Lord is coming to save, all right, the remnant of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Which is why they're seeing all these sightings of UAPs, which are the chariots, all around the world and putting it on mainstream news, man. Because we're living in a reality that's about to be changed. That's about to be altered by the Most High when he visits this place, man. And that's what we are currently, all right, about to experience. We're going to see these days. This is Isaiah 31 and 5. As birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending, also he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it. Okay, why would he need to deliver and preserve it? Deliver it, which is talking about the elect and the innumerable multitude, the remnant of Israel. All right, why would he need to deliver it and pass over it, preserve it from the destruction that he's going to bring, all right, right along with this salvation, all right, that is to come in the coming days, man. That's why. If you're not in these chariots, it's going to be utter destruction for you, man. Okay, this is Revelation. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 11. The book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, who is this? The elect. Okay. Come up hither. What are they coming up? What are they going up into? The chariots. These vehicles you're starting to see. Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Okay. That is what we're about. That's what's about to take place. That's going to be your so-called self-proclaimed rapture, but it's not going to involve you, Edomites, or other nations, or 2/3 of our people. It's only for the elect. Okay, it's not for, and everybody is not going to be saved out of this place. I'm sorry to break it to you. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon. To get another account of it, Wisdom of Solomon. Bear with me 1 second. Wisdom of Solomon 5. Why is this same type of account written all throughout the scriptures as to be fulfilled in the last days? Why is that? Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labor, us going out unto the highways and byways. Okay? Teaching the word in the face of the elements, the cold, the wind, the rain, the sun, the snow, in the face of adversity, in the face of these people, that all these unbelievers, and ultimately in the face of our enemy, Esau, Edom. Then this is a prophecy. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and have made no account of his labor. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. Which is why you see a lot of Edomites look at brothers weird when they're teaching the word, looking at them with a scared, afraid spirit on them, a terrified look. All right. It might be that, that slick smile they put up, but behind that is really terror and fear, man. What if this is true? It is true. It's the scriptures, man. Don't you see it? Are you reading along with what's being read? What's being seen in the scriptures? Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, going up into those chariots, so far beyond all that they look for. Let's go back to Revelation. Revelation chapter 11, verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither into those. Where are we going up into? The chariots, Lord willing. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, And it tells you in Psalms that the Lord maketh the clouds his chariots. So this is talking about those chariots, these vehicles. All right, Revelation 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Because we're going to, Lord willing, we're the elect. All right, and we endure to the end. We're going to be lifted up into these chariots. Okay? These vehicles that they're seeing manifest themselves all around the world. Okay? The Lord's going to say, come up hither. All right? And we're going to go up into those chariots, and then the Lord's going to do a lot of destroying after that, after the remnant is saved. So, these vehicles that you're seeing are coming to both destroy and save the remnant of Israel. All right, I'm going to get one last scripture and end it here. This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 26. This is Isaiah chapter 26, verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, these chariots, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation, the righteous anger of the Lord, that's what that word goes back to. And that's what the definition of it is. The righteous anger and judgment of the Most High, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God. Isaiah 26 and 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment. Why? Until the indignation be overpast. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place. That's where the Lord's about to come into this place. That's why you're seeing these vehicles manifest. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. So the Lord is coming to save, all right, the elect, all right, and the innumerable multitude. The 144,000 and the innumerable multitude are going to be taken up into these vehicles that all these people believe to bring a rapture to them. All right, but on the flip side, it's only coming to save the remnant of Israel. Okay? So Lord willing, know is edifying. Call Allah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Wahaber Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone for teaching and ruling well in the scriptures. Salutations to you, Akim, across the world, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity and with charity. Shalom and Abba Abba.